Do you smell that? Is it nature? Compost? A stray fart? Maybe it's that particular tree. Or maybe it's the river. Actually, it's none of those things. It's pollution. More specifically, stormwater runoff. Let's talk.
Stormwater runoff causes a multitude of problems for not only the drinking water, but the animals that inhabit these areas. We brought in an expert to help shed some light on this dilemma.
What type of dangers does stormwater bring to our communities? Well, stormwater can contain garbage and other wastes. More importantly, it can contain oil. It can pick up oils in these garbages from parking lots and other concreted areas. It'll then deposit them into rivers, and then it can contaminate the water. Some communities get their water from rivers. Would you want oil in your water? No, I wouldn't. What can we do to remove oil from our stormwater runoff? A good solution would be filters. One would be a type of cloth or material to cover the drain, so a lot of the materials except for water and small microbes get through. It would be a good way of containing a lot of the larger trash. Another way would be a rock filter. This is where you get a large set of rocks from really large to small as sand, and you arrange them from largest rocks to smallest rocks into sand. The largest rocks catch the biggest items, and so on and so forth until the smallest things get caught by the sand. This does a much better job than the other one, but is a lot harder to set up. Those are two really good ways that you could fix the problem. Thank you for your time today. Oil can be very dangerous in our stormwater, affecting animals too, such as ducks like these. The oil can get inside their feathers and rough them up and get them all greasy. This can be very detrimental to the ducks via their swimming and when they fly. This oil can also get inside their kids and the child wings as well. And this can be really bad for the children and can kill them at the worst of times. This is one of the many reasons that we also need to keep track of oil and stop from getting into our stormwater runoff. Here I will show you an example of how particles move through a storm drain. Here we have a staircase which will represent the drain, and the air will represent the water in the drain. I've got with me a bunch of bouncy balls. Those will be simulated as the particles that move through the drain. So when they get picked up, they don't get caught in the drain. As you see, they'll sort of just bounce down the drain and move along as they go. And the drain will catch them. Ow, ow. So as you saw in the bouncy ball experiment, all of the balls just went down out of the drain into the wilderness. So the idea of a filter in that situation would be akin to a sheet. And what to do, the sheet would catch most, if not all, of the bouncy balls in that situation, or the particles, stopping it from getting into there, which is what our basic idea of filtering most stormwater drains is. The rocks would be a little bit more difficult to show, but it's the same idea, where the big ones catch little things and so on and so forth. But overall, we talked about the things about stormwater, how they can be dangerous, and things we can do to fix them. So thanks for tuning in.